Yo, what is going on, guys? Just want to give my trade recap for yesterday. Super sorry for getting this video late, or well, the next day. Fell asleep super early. Oh well, after I did take that trade, I was super tired, and I thought I'll chill for a little bit, but what ended up happening was that I slept, and yeah, I ended up sleeping, um, and yeah, honestly left it at there. But um, yeah, so jumping right into it. So the date of this trade was the 2nd of December, and high time frame bias. So starting out with the high time frame, we had some highs and some lows, but I was definitely bearish on the day just because we were filling in hourly fair value gap as well as a 4 hour fair value gap, which was here, and I see that we're not breaking above it with huge kind of um, we're holding some form of support here, especially around this, with this 4 hour Fair Value Gap stack with a 1 hour, multiple high time frame buys, and we're holding that area. Like I'm willing to go short. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So that kind of gives my high time frame bias of the day, which I was going short. Um, didn't consider longs at all, so my bias didn't switch just because. Again, we were holding this 1 hour Fair Value Gap as well as this 4 hour Fair Value Gap, kind of stacked against each other. Um, so yeah, I was kind of just waiting for market open, and once we get market open, I'm looking for some form of sweep, right, or retracement into a bearish POI to look to continue a trade off of, right. So I did mark out these 5 minute highs, which I wanted to see get taken out, and a strong reversal. That would confirm to me that hey, we're ready to go short. Um, Again, once we got so that's exactly what market did. Um, Market came. Oh no, actually pre-market did that. But anyways, market came, took out these 5 minute highs. We get a nice kind of push out of it, tapping into this 5 minute fair value gap even more. So we filled it just a little bit more, taking out 5 minute liquidity. And I see that on the 1 minute. So once that 5 minute level gets swept on the 1 minute, I'm just looking for some form of bearish continuation. So again, we took out these 5 minute highs, we chop up for a little bit, and for me to go to consider shorts, I would like to see this inverse. Oh well, not this inverse, but this bullish fair value gap get disrespected as well as this one, this first presented fair value gap as well get disrespected. So, which is exactly what we got on this whole move down after taking out these 5 minute highs. Unfortunately, I couldn't really catch a move, but I did want to wait on the retracement just because we did take out these lows and we reacted from those lows. So I wanted to see a retracement to equilibrium. Equilibrium was drawn out from this high to this low because this was the high put in before we made this low, disregarding these two fair value gaps here. So that's where the EQ tool was being drawn to. And I was kind of just looking for price to come into a premium to go short. So, which is what we got here. As you can see, we took out these lows, which was here. We get some pushes up. We disregard this fair value gap here, or inverse. But we end up hitting equilibrium, and within that equilibrium, we had a 1 minute inverse here. And a protection was also this 1 minute fair value gap here. But again, that move kind of happened after touching equilibrium. So as you can see, we touch equilibrium, and once I see that candle kind of reject from it, I was just looking for some form of bearish candle, right? Because again, if I was willing to take this trade, my stops would have been up here, and my entry would have been somewhere here, and this would have been a 1-to-1. But again, this I got such a shit fill on this candle to where that once I kind of entered on this candle being formed, thinking that I entered around here, but I actually got entered down here, so like which sucked honestly, but like that trade is a not even a 1 hour, which is shocking. But again, it's just kind of one of those things where I just got unlucky with the fill in terms of yeah, I just got unlucky with the fill, which is alright. But um, you know, if I were to get out, I definitely would have got a few hourly lows. So whether it was a 1 hour, 0.5 hour or not, this would have been take profit right here. Yeah, just unfortunate that I couldn't get a fill up here somewhere while this candle is being formed. But by the time the candle being formed, we get a nice displacement out of it. I enter. Oh well, I entered somewhere up here, but I actually ended up getting filled around here. Stops on these highs or the liquidity sweep, which happened where we took out these 5 minute highs, so the stops were above there, and just targeting these lows down here. But so once I did get filled here, I realized that it was a shit fill, um, and that once we broke past these lows, I went break even pretty quick, just because again it was a shit fill, and if market kind of holds this level and that we don't really sweep it out, it's a pretty strong sign that we're probably gonna reverse, because again some you do have some form of order blocks here and things like that, and sometimes they do hold and they don't really sweep out liquidity. But again, we kind of just have to prepare ourselves to get. So like the bad thing is that we got the worst fill, but how did I mitigate that? I went break even pretty much straight away after um after we get that strong displacement, which we got here, and I see that price starts to work a little bit, and then we get this nice candle here, and I went break even. Once we got this displacement candle down here, and as you can see that we end up holding bullish kind of support here, and we just kind of reverse from there, taking out these highs once again, and but the trade idea was there. Uh, Again, trying to go back here, but again, the trade idea was there. We ended up taking some lows out, but again, just wasn't kind of in the wrong timing. But the setup was there. It was a good setup, but yeah, two things went wrong. The wrong fill. Well, one major thing kind of went wrong here was the horrible fill. So I kind of just had to account for that, and which instead of losing, um, you know, losing that 1 hour, I'd rather just go break even, take the break even, or just take that point, the 0.5 hour trade. So again, um, horrible fill, but we dealt with it. We get what we can get, and we if we get a horrible fill like that, we know how to mitigate it. So yeah, that kind of wraps it up for today's trade. I did get out of break even, so which is all right. But yeah, just wanted to jump on and get my trade recap for last night. Market's about to open in 9 minutes, so I better jump on that. So um, there might be 2 videos coming out tonight. I'm a bit tired, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, no matter what the trades I do take, I will record them and I will push them out. So every trade I take is my journal, and every trade is a journal. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.